supposed to have some gains.
All right, well, the 80 Cutlass is back home, back on the road. It is the second week of March 2013, and the last time this car was out on the road was October of 2011. That's when I put it away. Moby, what are you doing? Chasing stuff? What I wanted to do this year with this car is just flat out enjoy it. It doesn't need any work cosmetically. I can get in it and drive it whenever I want. And since I've only driven it 3 times in the past 3 years, I just want to have some fun with it. So I thought what I'd do here is, the only videos I have on this car are from 2009, and I didn't take really an in-depth video. I did some driving videos of it. I put the link to that playlist at the top of this video, so go ahead and check out those videos. And I just wanted to do a walk around with this car, do kind of an in-depth kind of, overview, I guess, just to show you guys what it is, what it looks like. And so here it goes, and Moby's gonna help me out. Hey, get out of there. What's up, Moby? So history behind this car. I've owned this car for just over 20 years. I bought it when I was 16 years old, and you are not gonna get inside there. Nope, get out, get out. Nope, you're not going inside. I've had it for just over 20 years. I bought it when I was 16 years old. I put a lot of miles on it back then. It was your typical everyday car. The car was only 12 years old when I bought it. It had its fair share of Cleveland rust, as all of these cars got. Its fair share of salt. And so what I did when I started to redo this car, I replaced the 260 with an Olds 350. Wanted to keep it all Olds. I replaced the doors. The driver's door, I should say. The passenger door is still original. I replaced the rear bumper because the rear bumper was rusted out. Very common with these cars around here. The rear frame rusts out on these cars. The rear frame, everything was good on this car when I bought it. I made sure, because even when these cars were just 12 years old, the frames were rotting out, even as new as they were back then. So when I bought this car, I made sure that the rust wasn't too severe on it. It just had some rust bubbles here and there. I did some welding on the quarter panel. Block sanded the hell out of this car to get it as straight as it is. Let me run the camera down the side here. A whole lot of block sanding went into this thing to get it to look how it does, and a whole lot of wet sanding and buffing to get the paint looking how it does right now. So let me show you guys the interior. This interior is all original, with the exception of the sport steering wheel and the gauge cluster. The gauge cluster is actually out of a 79 Cutlass Calais. I have a correct 1980 cluster that I'm going to put in it. The steering wheel came out of a 1980 Cutlass Calais. It is the correct burgundy wheel. It's just standard bench seat. It's just this is your basic standard Cutlass Supreme. Moby's gonna give me problems. No, get out. And he just loves jumping in cars, and I'm not gonna let him jump inside this car. Moby, get out. He's being a little bitch. Moby, get out of here. All right, after I get Moby out of the way, all right, the door panels, those are original. Everything's original in the interior. I did put a headliner in it, because as you guys know, these G bodies, these headliners sag down after just a few years even. Back seats original, and all the dash of wood grain, everything like that. This car was a relatively low mileage car when I bought it. It wasn't a smoker. The guy who I bought it from was the second owner. He took very good care of it. I did put a clock in it. It didn't have the clock option, so I put that clock in there. That's a clock out of an 83. I do have a correct 1980 clock. But back when you're 16 years old and scrounging junkyards, swapping parts, you're putting in whatever you can at the point in time. I put the chrome rallies on it. I do have the original color rallies for it, which is what came on it. Those are actually on the parts car back there, waiting for that car to roll onto a trailer and take it to the junkyard. So there's the Olds 350 that I put in back in 1995, I believe it was. So this motor's been in here for quite a while. I got it from a guy who didn't live too far away from my parents at the time, and this motor came out of I believe a 77 Cutlass. Either way, it was a mid-70s 350, so it's not the high horsepower motor. All I did to it was took it apart, cleaned the heads, did a valve job on it, new valve springs, guides, or seals I should say, put a slightly better camshaft in it, put the Edelbrock aluminum intake on it, put the 1973 Oldsmobile embossed valve covers on it, and painted it. So it didn't get a rebuild. It runs perfectly fine. You know, back when you're 16 years old, you don't have a whole lot of money. That's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna buy an engine that already ran fine and give it a paint job, put a cam in it, and rebuild the carburetor, and do what you can do with what you have back then. You know, when you're working at the old fast food joint, you only have so much money to play with. So I got to get rid of those ugly yellow spark plug wires. I got to put something different on it, put the gray ones on there. And I am going to make myself a dual snorkel factory air cleaner for it, just because I got to get rid of that chrome, and I'm not too crazy about that, the look of that. So I did some detailing underneath here, painted the core support, I painted the underside of the hood, the body color, which I liked. I didn't want to paint it flat black, and I also painted the firewall, the body color. So gave it a little bit of custom touch to it. I like the way it looks. I painted the inner fenders, the body color, base clear. Just cleaned it up underneath here, and that's basically what it looks like. You know, this car, I did this car, you know, back in the late 90s. So, and since this was the only car that I had back in the mid 90s, this is the only car I had to learn on. So you kind of learn as you go. And this is the car that basically started my G-body obsession. Not long after I painted this car and did some of this work, I bought another identical 80 Cutlass to this to drive while I was working on this one. I also had an 81 Malibu back then. So that is needless to say, blame this car for starting my obsession and my entire fleet of cars. So there's the trunk. Just got the car cover in here. Repainted the trunk gem when I painted the car. That's all redone. New trunk carpeting. Got the car cover in here, so I can't show you it completely. I have brand new General Motors factory floor mats. Here's the original floor mats. Got the original General Motors carpet floor mats. Repainted the spare tire jack, and basically had this car all ready for show. So what I'm going to do this summer is have a little fun with it and enjoy it. So that's basically it. The complete walk around of my 80 Cutlass. I have a couple driving videos of this car, so check that out. Those links are within this video. They're in my channel. And also make sure you guys check out the rest of my channel. I have a lot of cool videos on there of stuff that I've already done, and I have a lot of cool things going on this summer. A lot of good builds going on. So thanks for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks, guys.